My children, by the time they were 5 years old, and they're far from perfect, okay, don't get that idea. My children, by the time they were 5 years old though, every one of them could tell us not only why they got in trouble, they could tell us what their heart intent was. I told a white lie. Well, tell me why you told a white lie. Because I knew that if I told you the truth, this is what would happen. So you were really what? We were really deceiving. So you had a heart of deception. And that's the thing we have to get rid of. So after we would talk through that, and we did this from the time they were 3 years old. By the time they were 5, they could come in, and when they were caught, they would go, okay, I know what I did. I know where my heart was. They would often be in tears. And then I go, okay, what do you think your punishment ought to be? This is the beautiful part. Put this down because this is awesome, okay? We would ask them, and every single time but once in all our children's lives, their punishment on themselves was harder than what my wife and I had already figured out we were going to do. And so what we would do, 2 great things in this. You got to get this down. 2 great things. We would go, you're right, that's good. We were thinking 2 weeks, or we were thinking a week, and they're going, I think we should be without this for 2 weeks. Because you know why? They were convicted. They realized that their heart was in the wrong place, so they came up with this difficult punishment. And in so doing, my wife and I could come back and go, that's good, that's really good. Now, a couple times we would go, I think that might be a little harsh, and then we looked really good, okay? But even better than that is in the times when they would go, I think we ought to be without 2 weeks or without something for a month or whatever the issue was, whatever the punishment was. We'd go, okay, that's great. And then guess what? We got to show them not only the truth and love of God's grace and discipline and punishment, but we also got to show them that if they handled it, and every single time, I cannot remember a single time after they had talked through it, after they knew where their heart was, after they had placed the punishment on themselves, there was not a single time, maybe once, that we were not able to go back to them and go, you know what? We've said 2 weeks. But for 10 days now, you have not complained, you have not grumbled, you have not whined, you've not asked, you've not begged or anything. You've done a great job. I think you've learned your lesson. Here, you can have this back. And so Mom and Dad not only didn't have to place the punishment on them, they placed it on themselves. They knew we were going to do that anyway. But before it even ran its time, we were almost every time able to go back to them and say, you did a good job.